Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lost Mine Pokemon Trading Card Game Podcast. I am here with my amazing co-host Landon.
What up, guys? It's me, Landen. I'm here again.
Wow, that's insane. And
Week 11, by the way.
W. And we are going to be doing quite a few things in this episode. First off, we're going to start with the new cards that got leaked sequence segment, and we're going to be doing Zara this week. And the results of Portland.
Correct. We do have the Portland metagame to go over. A couple pretty impactful cards that will be coming out.
Do you want to talk about your Portland run for a second? Like, what happened this weekend for you?
Yeah. So myself, Lucas did a little better. He got top 8. I ended up top 5-12. I punted absolutely insane. Round 8, the deck was great. The list was sick. But I just played horribly. I literally had game and just threw it. So we're going to redeem ourselves in Charlotte. And, I don't think they can see the deck list, ladies.
I will put that there. Cool. Oh, no, messed up.
Okay. Yeah,
cool.
So our list is on screen. So me and Lucas played Time 60. That's our new thing. Biggest changes from the San Antonio list. We played the Bad Remoraid's because we played a Phalanx, mostly as a Tech 4 stall. It was also like good modular damage. Kind of explained it on my tweet. Some people asked when you don't want to KO because sometimes you want to leave things alive. It's also a good one prizer to like kind of throw their prize map off a bit. But I think moving forward, I might just take the loss to stall because I actually lost round 1. Or I tied round 1 because I was playing 60 HP Remoraids and Mirror, and they would not have been able to Yoga Loop me, and I would have totally won the game if I was playing 70s. So it was funny. Literally round 1, game 1, I got punished for playing Bad Remoraid, which is really funny. I told my opponent, I was like, wow, I played 70 HP Remoraid last tournament for a reason, and I instantly got punished by Yoga Loop as soon as I put the 60s back in. So
Yep.
That was silly. And then notably, we're also playing 2 Turo. This was sick. Cut rope for second Turo. Let you tank a lot more. Obviously, lets you reuse Alakazam. Lets you like put a VMAX down, use Double Gunner, pick it back up so you don't have to have 3 prizer in play if they're at 3 prizes. And then we also cut second Clara for 6th Water because I found a lot of the time that there wasn't 2 energy to Clara 4. And then also, if you're playing 2 Clara and expecting to play both of them, I talked to Lucas about this. If you have like 6 turns in a game, if you play 2 Clara, you're expecting to Clara a third of your turns. That's not happening. So the 6 water was really nice. It just let you consistently hit Double Gunner. Your retrievals hit 2 water way more often. And then you could attach to your Pokemon. You get turn attached a lot more often, which is really relevant on Urshifu. So you can Rapid Flow turn 2 a lot more frequently. Well, an amount to more frequently and a lot more. But I think this list, aside from the Phalanx like kind of being flip-floppy, if we want to attack for stall or not, is pretty close to Perfect 60. And I think I'll be running something similar to this for the most of this format.
Yeah, we're going to be testing for UAC.
Yeah, so moving forward, going to be making the announcement today as well when we drop this. We're going to be rebranding the Lost Mine podcast to just the Lost Mine, and the podcast will just be part of the Lost Mine because we are going to be doing quite a bit of variety in content moving forward. We're having deck profiles, pro sortation stuff, gameplay videos, which we've already started uploading, and then just some other stuff. Like, I don't know, we're going to be working things in, kind of trying stuff out as we go. And
podcast is just going to be a recurring thing.
Yeah, every week we're still going to have the podcast. Nothing's going to change if you just like the podcast. But in addition to the podcast, there will just be more content. So I think it would be silly to just be calling it the Lost Mine Podcast when there is significantly more things than a podcast.
Yep. One more thing I just want to mention is we changed 3 research to 3 Iono.
Oh, yes. We talked about this change like a couple weeks ago. But this was great. I loved it. I never cared about playing 3 research. Yeah. The 3rd Iono was awesome.
2 research was good enough, and triple Iono is just very good for disruption.
Lucas, you got top 8. Did you have any cool things about your run?
I actually did use the Tower of Waters to retreat a Remoraid once during the tournament.
One whole time?
One whole time.
I had it never come up for myself that the 60 HP Remoraid was Rapid Strike. I think I Rapid Strike searched for it once because it was the least impactful card to take out of my deck.
Yeah, that's nice. I beat like 4 Tinas day 1, but one of them was like, one of my opponents was not insanely good, so I won't count that. So I beat like 3 Tinas day 1, and then day 2, I got really, really close. They played the matchup perfectly, and it's definitely 50-50 if they play it perfectly. Or like 45-55 for Urshifu if they play it perfectly. And I ended up losing in the end because I just didn't have an auxiliary down, and they Roxanne me to a low hand size, and I just died. I needed energy retrieval, something else, and then I would have won. I had another moment in the early. I also in game 3 started Radiant Alakazam for the first time in the tournament.
Woof.
So I feel like I probably would have won and gotten to top 4 if I hadn't started it, because then I would have had early game pressure as well. And I feel like if I won top 4, I probably just would have snowballed that into a win, because I hit Urshifu and I would have hit Urshifu in top 4, and they were playing 1 Turo and I'm playing 2 Turo.
2 Turo's busted in mirror.
It's so sick. And then in finals, I would have hit my friend Mitchell playing Tina. So the matchup's like pretty good.
Yeah.
They don't play perfectly, and it's like slightly unfavored if they do.
Yeah, stuff happens, but
I mean it's fine. I did well enough. I feel like I played my top 8 match really well, and it happens.
You can win well.
Yeah.
But yeah, this deck is pretty good. I think me and you will be rocking this for quite a few tournaments moving forward, unless you change your mind.
I'm thinking about I think we should try the Kyogre box, but that's something else.
Yeah, we'll see. I think I'm just gonna ride Rapid Strike, but
I do want to test for you. I see. Okay, do you want to talk about the new cards?
Yeah, so we had a couple new cards that come out this week. They're pretty impactful.
Biscuit.
We got Biscuit here. I affectionately call this Biscuit, just so you guys know. It is technically called like Buddy Puffin or Buddy Puffins or whatever. But Lucas's dad, John, hates that I call it Biscuit, so I'm going to call it Biscuit forever.
Nice.
So Biscuit says, search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them onto your bench, and then you shuffle your deck.
Broken.
Notably, you can play this on any turn of the game, not only your first turn. So obviously a bit comparable to VIP Pass here. Biggest difference is, like I said, you can play it any turn of the game, and it only gets 70 hit points or less. So this card looks like a pretty direct placement for VIP Pass in things like Charizard and Lost Box.
Yep, but it's also not giving 2 prize options, just the insane
Yeah,
power.
so like things like Charizard need to reconsider whether they want to be playing like Rotom V because you can't VIP Pass for it, and whether you want to be playing like a different V or any Vs at all. And then things like Lost Box might be considering the new Ditto to be able to get bigger HP things, because you can Biscuit for Ditto and then transform into a bigger HP thing. But yeah, I think this is like a bit more of like a balanced.
I guess it can work as like a bit.
Yeah, I think this is a bit more balanced than VIP Pass. It only works in like small decks, like set up things. Guardy obviously plays this, so Guardy can set up things. So it just kind of like stops things like Roaring Moon from having like a super busted turbo item. So like these turbo aggressive decks can't like abuse the same thing that the setup decks can. So I kind of like this as card design a little better than VIP Pass.
Biscuit's pretty good.
Biscuit's sick. We don't need to talk much more about it. It's just going to be like a generic consistency card that you see in like a lot of decks. Not most decks because it's conditional, but
okay. So
this card's sick.
Mist Energy is a special energy that when attached, it provides 1 colorless energy, and it makes it so that the Pokemon it is attached to prevents all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done with this Pokemon this card is attached to.
This card is also sick.
So it's very good for Star Requiem.
Yeah, Shasta Star Requiem, Frenzied Gouging, Lost Mine.
If Miraidon still plays Coco, Zard can just attach a Mist Energy.
I mean, maybe Zard already just plays one of this anyways, because you just can go Pidgeot for it, attach it to your Zard, and then it's immune to Lost Star Requiem, it's immune to Frenzied Gouging. You could put it on bench Pokemon to be immune to Sableye, and then you'd also be immune to, like you said, Tapu Koko. There's just a lot of effects that this turns off. Also, Lugia might be sneaking back in the door a little bit. The Lugia deck, with this plus a V-Guard on their Lugia, Tina ain't touching that thing.
Yeah, bro. Lugia's so tanky.
Yeah, I think this
I
really
don't hate the idea of Lugia now, because, bro, I would love to pair Mist Energy with my unfazed Fat Snorlax.
Just double effect.
Yeah.
Totally how that works.
It means that
it just stops damage now because it's 2 of the same effect.
Yeah, it's negative.
You know if you play Pokemon Ranger?
Yeah, it's negative. So instead of paralyzing,
it paralyzes them.
You make me quicker, which means Snorlax loses weight, which means it probably hit the gym, which means it got stronger, which means it does more damage.
Totally sensical.
That makes so much sense.
But yeah, Mist Energy is like just a good effect on a card. This is like
very good card.
Yeah, this will definitely see play in like multiple different archetypes. Things that have a colorless pip in their attack that don't like being affected by attacks.
Yep.
Things like Lugia that can accelerate special energies. Things like Charizard that kind of already power themselves up and don't really care about attaching for turn.
What else would run this? Like an Arc, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Arceus plays this instead of like V-Guard.
V-Guard is definitely just better.
Well, as we get more and more new sets, V-Guard just gets worse and worse. V-Guard's never getting better than it is right now, so I think, yeah, this Mist Energy has a lot of room for things to be played in. So, yeah. Anything else to say on Mist Energy?
Good card design. Maybe not when Lugia's in the format.
Rabska.
I mean, this card's good.
So this is a stage 1 with the ability Sphere Shield to prevent all effects and damage done to your bench Pokemon for your opponent's attacks. And then it has Psychic for a grass. You do 10 plus 30 for each of the energy on their active. So attack's pretty bad, but this is like Jirachi plus Manaphy in one card on a stage 1.
So, I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of cool. You replace 2 deck slots and 2 bench spaces for a stage 1 line.
For 2 deck slots and 1 bench space. I don't know. I think you still just play Jirachi Manaphy. This card like might be cool if like the Zorak box wasn't rotating and you could like have a 1 bench slot for this. But I don't think you're ever like.
I think this makes sense. You just put it down on the first turn with the biscuit and then.
Yeah, but then you get Shuriken on turn 2.
How?
Like if you're going first and you hit this, like if you're
Box.
going second against like Lost Box or something, then you're just getting.
This deck will see play. This card will see play. This will have a limitless page.
Maybe if Manaphy rotates and we don't get a basic replacement, then sure. That's the only scenario where I think this card will see play.
This card just seems fine. Like
it's
just Jirachi Manaphy, but stage 1 and 1 less bench space.
You have to set it up.
You know how terrible it feels when I have to have a Jirachi and a Manaphy on my bench?
You know how terrible it is when you go second against Lost Box and they Moonlight Shuriken your basic thing of this?
You know how terrible it is when you could just make everyone scared of frogs and no one would play that?
I don't think anyone's cutting Radiant Greninja from their decks. It's just a consistency card.
But what if they're really scared of frogs?
True.
Like they just have a panic attack whenever they see a frog.
Valid, I guess.
I think that's what we have to do, bro.
No, I don't think we're playing Rabska. I'm skipping this.
Dang. New Sableye card.
On brand.
Next
on
time,
brand. On brand.
Our podcast is going to be called The Damage Hoarder.
Yeah. It's kind of a lit name, too. Sableye, dark for 20 damage. And
that's the big factor about this card. Doing 20 damage is so sick.
Yeah,
dude.
colorless colors move any number of damage counters from your opponent's benched Pokemon to their active. So it's like
such a bad card, but I want Claw Slash more. I like Claw Slash.
Such a bad card.
I'm joking. I don't know what I'm saying.
I do think it's bad though. I don't think this card will really see play unless there's like a dedicated spread deck.
Yeah, I don't really see that as having. There's no world where this card isn't in a deck.
Well, no, I don't
it's
think
like
so.
Lele, but slightly worse.
Yeah, it's not slightly. It's way worse than the Lele effect. So anyone not knowing, Lele was a basic that was psychic colorless for this effect, but you could move them anywhere. So you could use Counter Energy, which provided 2 rainbow. So if this just moved anything for double colorless, then it would be like
broken.
Very good in spread decks. But having to move them to the active only is like pretty limiting.
Yeah.
Like you're not able to snipe their whole bench. Like with
that
Lele,
is true.
You'd build up, and then you just wipe the board because you'd have all the damage exactly where you wanted it. But this, you can only KO the active.
I saw someone in a cube I was playing this weekend. Like I was cubing, and I saw one of my friends go, Lele, take 3 prizes.
Yeah, because you can just wipe whatever you want off the board. Yeah. But I actually think the more I think about this wouldn't even be good in that kind of deck because it doesn't even accomplish the goal of spread.
You're removing a bunch of
you're
damage.
Like healing all their Pokemon to KO one thing. Yeah, okay. Sorry, Sableye, you suck. The
last
one, this card is sick. Lucas can read.
So, the Dunsparce is a Stage 1 evolution Pokemon that has 140 HP.
It's a lot of HP.
Is a colorless type and has the ability Draw and Skedaddle.
Dope ability.
Once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. If you do, shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it back into your deck. You can do this in the active spot. This is pretty good. Yeah. It's just a draw engine that is also a pivot.
You remember at Me Mexico yesterday? We were cooking with this at the table.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we were cooking.
New Mexico went so hard.
It was bussin'.
I want chips and salsa. Do we have chips and salsa?
I don't know, bro. It's like 1 a.m.
After the pot, I'm feeding.
So yeah, the cool thing with Dunsparce is like, say you have like a 4-4 line of this, like a 4-3 line. With Biscuit, you can like, I think with this in play, you draw 6+ cards a turn. Because you have like, say 3 Dunsparce in play. You go evolve. You go draw 3 cards, shuffle it back in. Notably draws the 3 before you shuffle this back in, by the way. So it doesn't make you draw back into it. You can go use Dunsparce, draw 3. Do the next one, draw 3 cards. And then you just go Biscuit for 2 more Dunsparce. And then the next turn, you draw 6 more cards again. Because they just chain into each other. And then eventually your deck is thin enough where you're just drawing, like, you've drawn your whole deck. And then this is also a switch card. So you just put it up after you're like Lucas said, they knock something out. You then power up your attacker, draw and Skedaddle. And you put up the new thing, draw 3 cards, and then you just Biscuit for more Dunsparce.
It's insane Iono proofing.
Yeah.
Having 2 of these on your bench.
And you just literally draw 6. And it also has 140 hit points. So like if you have to pass with this in the active into like a cram or something,
that's
sure.
Fine.
Yeah, take the hit. I'll shovel back in, draw 3 cards. Broken.
This card's not bad.
No,
this card's pretty good.
I think this card is actively good. I don't think that
and the basic is not that bad either. Dunsparce
like,
got call for family.
only for 1, not for 2. But this like legitimately completes with Bibarel. I think like this card is very good, and I don't think anyone has really legitimized this enough.
I mean, it has Antoine Boulet's post about it has like 230 likes.
Yeah, I think people are more just thinking this is like a meme almost, but this is like a legitimate draw engine that you should be thinking about in your decks if you can accommodate it. If your deck like meets the criteria of like needing to draw a bunch of cards, playing Biscuit, and also like something
having
like
7 open deck slots.
you're already playing like 4 Bibarel.
No,
like,
what?
Or 2 Bibarel, sorry, like 4
Bro.
count of that.
I mean, yeah, and then you play Uscovit. That's 5. This is
I think,
7.
but it's just like 8. Like you're literally drawing 6+ cards a turn if this is in play, and you're set up. Like if you have 3 Dunsparce down, you go draw 3, Biscuit for 2 more. Every turn you draw 6 with this, and then the one turn you want to draw 9.
2 Barrel is literally the same thing. It's less bench space. No, this is.
But this builds your hand. Like Bibarel, you don't have to have, like draw Ultra Balls. You don't have to mess around with like Scovin and stuff. That's 3 bench spots as well.
True, this does build your hand.
But yeah, you can like you can stack your hand up, and then your deck gets thinner if they're not Ionoing
This
you.
is just a different draw engine than Barrel.
Yeah, like you have to find a deck that synergizes with this. But like Bibarel synergizes with thing that like to bring their hand down. But if you have a deck that wants to build its hand up, and like maybe it needs a pivot or something,
Draw and Skedaddle. You could even just
yeah,
play
like
a 2-1 line.
when I saw this card, I thought it would be really good with like Urshifu, but Urshifu rotates obviously because you could like retreat out of the Urshifu, draw and Skedaddle, reset
Is
your
there
Gale Thrust.
literally nothing that has Gale Thrust in this format now?
I don't know, but I
There
just
has to be.
like Mawile V-Star or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
But yeah,
That's just
I think
160 on a Psychic type.
I can wrap it up. We lose the good Dunsparce with the fighting or the weakness dropping, like the Fusion Strike one.
The Call for Family's not bad.
Yeah.
For 1 basic, it's not bad.
But yeah, this card is actually really sick, and I'm really excited to try this. I think it's like going to be a pretty niche engine, but in the deck that can like use this and it synergizes with itself, like the deck needs to switch out, and maybe something that you could like strafe into this or something like you had the option of doing that against like low damage output decks like a Cramorant or something like that. But yeah, I think this card just has like way more potential than people are giving it credit for.
Yeah, I agree.
This card will have a Limitless page. I guarantee Dunsparce will have a Limitless page.
Yeah. Shout out to the Dunsparce literally just having an extra ball in its character design.
Also, this lets you infinite loop your deck as well.
True.
Because you draw the 3 cards, so say you get 1 card in deck, you draw 3, shuffle the Dunsparce back in.
Yeah, this could be a control deck. If you have anything like Guru, I want a Guru reprint, man.
No, you don't. Nobody wants that.
Why? There's literally nothing in the like. Just make cards that it can't just abuse.
I guess, but like 1 colorless for 3 back is too broken. 1 colorless for 2 back is too good. Like look at Junk Hunt, it is literally banned.
And expanded
Guru,
because you
is
had.
Guru illegal and expanded?
Yeah.
Yike.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, I feel like if you just don't print broken cards, you're like fine.
I don't know. Guru is that's hypothetical. The Dunsparce is real and will be good, in your decks. But yeah, next up, Lucas.
W. Click F11.
Nah, escape.
Okay, that works too.
We have the sequencing segment.
Wahoo! Yippee!
Oh no. I started from the end of it. Sorry, team. Okay, so this week we did Charizard. Charizard against Kyogre Box. So we're going second. Our hand is after draw for turn. Iono, Arven, Battle VIP Pass, Lost Vacuum, Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, Super Rod.
You start Charmander and there's a Pokestop in play.
And my opponent is playing Lost Box with a Comfey Active, Comfey, Cramorant, Radiant Greninja bench.
And a Dark Energy in the discard pile. So we know they're playing Roaring Moon.
Correct. So yeah, this hand is pretty busted, obviously. So what I did, I went VIP Pass, and I noticed my Manaphy was prized, which was hella cringe, by the way. Because in this matchup, you'll go Charmander, Pidgey, Drachi Manaphy, plus like your V Pokemon, like Rotom or something like that.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because if you have Drachi Manaphy, they can't snipe anything on your bench. So you only need 1 Pidgey because it can't die.
Yeah.
And then you don't need more than 1 Charmander because not both of them can die in 1 turn.
True.
And then Drachi Manaphy protects your bench from like everything your opponent can do, and then you usually stomp them because Charizard has so many hit points.
Yep. There's a lot of hit points.
But we didn't have that option here. So what I did, I went VIP for Pidgey, Arven for VIP for a Sealstone, get Rotom plus Charmander, and then I Nest Balled for another Charmander, I think.
Yeah. Nice way to adapt to your prizes.
Yeah, so here I'm playing around Manaphy the best I can by putting 3 Charmanders in play. I mean, Radiant Greninja killing both Pidgey here really sucks. But I'm also getting Pidgey just in case Lucas manages to hit 10 in zone, so I can't... Well, I guess then both Pidgeys would just die to Lost Van. Maybe it was incorrect to get 2 Pidgey here.
Yeah, nerd.
I don't know. Maybe it should have been Drachi.
I mean, I don't really think so, because I think it's fine to put down 2 Pidgey, because then you have 3 Charizards.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe one of these Pidgeys should have been Jirachi or something. But yeah, ideally our bench would have been here Manaphy, Jirachi, Charmander, Pidgey, Rotom.
Pidgey. And then you should have everything.
But yeah, so here, this is all we really did. I did not choose to put the Forest Seal on the Rotom because my opponent, Lucas here, could very likely be playing Lost Vacuum in their Lost Zone deck. And I also notably chose not to Lost Vacuum away this Pokestop. Not only would it make my hand like really low and hard to combo with next turn, but also it would put Lucas to 3 and make them a lot more closer to gating.
Yeah.
They need 1 less flower selecting.
Yeah, and that's so big because I only have 2 Comfeys on board.
But do keep in mind that letting them have Pokestop in play really does suck because like it just every turn it just gets them 3 closer to the bottom, which is where they want to be.
Yeah.
So it is worth considering like Lost Vacuuming here, but I think all the downsides outweigh the upside.
Yep.
Next screenshot here. So this is our draw for turn. For listeners only, our hand is Iono, Arven, Lost Vacuum, Ultra Ball, Super Rod, Forest, Sealstone, Vitality Band, and Fire Energy. So the whole goal of this turn is to end with Pidgeot and Charizard EX in play, which we're able to accomplish here.
I would also like to shout out my sick play where I didn't take a knockout with Cramorant, because if I take knockout with Cramorant, that leaves me open to the play where they go Rare Candy, Vitality Band, counter the Tina V. Because I'm playing the Kyogre pile thing that plays Roaring Moon, Kyogre, Tina, Roaring Moon. I already said Roaring Moon. Iron Hands, I meant. We're all really tired. It's 12:30. So I didn't want to take a prize. I didn't want to take a prize because.
What would an episode of The Lost Mine be without Lucas yawning?
I've literally never yawned on a pod.
Literally caught you lacking cuddling the alarm clock last week.
Yeah,
I love there was 2 comments that clowned you, and that one, it was good.
I mean, that's fair, low-key. I mean, I
responded with bro said sleeping emoji, something yawning, and like a facepalm one. It was good.
Okay. I would zone out. I've zoned out multiple times.
You did. Last week you were zoning. But anyways, Lucas did not take KO here purposely. He didn't just pass with Cramorant on a bench. That was the point of that.
Yeah.
So here, what I did, I went Arven for a...
Candy?
No, Justified Gloves and, Rare Candy. Then I went, let's just say I went Ultra Ball, discarding... Oh, I want to go back.
You went way too far, bro.
I went the previous slide. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
I went Arven for, Rare Candy, Justified Gloves. Then I Ultra Balled, discarding the Justified Gloves and an Iono, I believe. No, I did not. What did I discard? The vacuum. Oh, it was the vacuum. Yeah, because I didn't really project myself needing to vacuum anything on his side other than Stadium. And then I got Pidgey, the Rare Candy for Pidgey, and then we have Quick Search plus 4, Sealstone for Candy plus Charizard.
Pokestopping is just always bad, right?
Yeah, I'm not Pokestopping here.
I don't know. I probably would because I'm dumb, but maybe.
So yeah, then we end the turn taking the knockout on the Comfey and the Active, taking our prize, developing our board a bit. We did unfortunately have to use our Sealstone. It's really helpful to conserve it in these matchups, but Lucas isn't actually playing Tina, so there's no hand disruption, so it honestly doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
And no path, so we're not getting path locked.
The only thing you really need next turn is for me to not Star Requiem you until you missing Zard.
Yeah.
That's all.
I have Iono plus Quick Search, so I think I probably hit it next turn. But
you probably are fine. I think this matchup's low key kind of weird because I just Tina early game. You can't KO it. Boss Pidgeot. And then Roaring Moon.
Yep. So, this matchup's tricky if the Lost Box player draws well, but all you can really do is Burning Darkness, because that's what Charizard does.
Ooga ooga, Burning Darkness.
So that is the sequencing segment this week. I've also realized that we're kind of on a bit of a backlog on uploading those to Twitter, so I might just kind of roll those out a couple times a week until we're all caught up, because we actually are going to have quite a bit of content releasing in the next couple weeks. So
just sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
No,
I'm super excited.
We're grinding the pod. We're grinding not the pod.
Yeah, we're on content grind.
Content.
So last
you can close the Twitter tab, by the way, because that was your list.
Okay. Yeah. So last bit of the podcast here. Probably gonna be. We might even be around an hour this week. A little shorter.
I'd be so sick, dude. I want to go to bed.
We're just gonna be looking over the Portland results, and then we've got Charlotte in 2 weeks. So next week we'll probably do our Charlotte tier list.
Yeah, sure. I think tier lists are a good way.
Tier lists are W.
Tier lists are super sick when you actually do it in depth.
Plus they farm views.
They do farm views. Me and Lion, sneak peek. Me and Lion are thinking of doing gear.
No, well, okay, so when Lucas is saying, I bought a whole bunch of sleeves today. I'm going to do a video reviewing all the different kinds of sleeves, ranking them just based on like how well they shuffle, how durable they are, like the quality of them, the value, blah, 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 all these different categories.
And then we're going to just put tier list in the title and put them in a tier list because that farms like at least an additional 50k views.
50? What the heck?
Nah.
No, Lucas is being a little overzealous here, but look out for the sleeve tier list because I know personally all the sleeves I buy suck, regardless of the brand. So I just want to find the sleeves that work best, and I'm just going to buy those.
Have you ever used Game Gen?
I have. They suck. They dog ear so fast.
Damn.
They're not durable. They have like a 2 out of 5 in the durability.
Ooh, I think Sentinel I've heard is good.
So I want to get my hand on some Sentinels. But once I get a hand on like all the different kinds of sleeves, I'm going to be doing like an in-depth review video. It might be like 30 or 45 minutes of like all the sleeves. But anyways.
Also, he's been doing deck reviews, which is sick. There's been like...
Yeah, we recorded a deck profile this week for some post-rotation decks. Expect post-rotation content from the Lost Mine.
Because we know that that's good. We know that is high-value content.
Yeah, that's what people want to watch. It's like nobody's doing it yet, and we want to test for EOIC because I want to win $25,000 US. And
I would like to win 7. It's insane. It's 7,000 for seniors.
That's lame.
Crazy. I honestly think seniors pricing should have just been doubled.
Yeah.
Like Master should have been doubled, and then Senior should have been doubled.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that I top 8 out of 137 people, I get 750, but that's whack. That's kind of whack.
When I top it in Seniors, it was 250, and I felt good about it because I had no money.
Dang.
But it's been a long time since I was in Seniors, so...
Not that long.
Anyways.
You're like 21?
Yes,
so.
I am 21 years of age.
Yeah, 5 years ago. That's fine. You were Seniors like right when I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, John, let's talk Portland. Cool. Mr. John Eng picked up his first career win.
W.
I got one first. Just by the way.
What did you say?
Nothing.
You said what?
I said I got one first, but...
Damn.
No, John's a good player. He played Giratina V-Star.
W, boss, counter catcher split. I'm starting to realize how good
2 boss, 1 counter catcher is like the move in Tina moving forward. 3 path is cool. I think Pokegear is fake in this deck.
No.
2 Pokegear is fake.
Your deck's already more consistent because you're playing.
But shout out to John Eng for playing 5 switch cards. At least he's not playing the atrocious 4. I like 2 Roxanne with no Iono. That's what I've been saying. That's what I think my list has had that for like months. No Iono.
Yeah.
And then playing Manaphy. I still don't really like Manaphy. I think the Manaphy should have been a Spear Tomb. I think that's a better tech card, especially with like Fusion Mew kind of upticking. Just going Path plus Tomb. We've said this before. Into Mew is like pretty much checkmate. GG.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what like I'd rather see different consistency cards. Like I'd rather see like 4th Nest Ball over 2nd Gear.
No, I disagree. Gear is like such a strong card, and in your deck that is inherently less consistent than regular Lost Box lists.
I'm not saying cut Gear for not a consistency card. I'm saying cut Gear for like 4th Nest Ball.
Yeah, but like Colress makes this deck smooth, bro.
I guess, but your Pokegear just whiffs, and then you're like, wee.
Well, like you play 2, bro, and you're already drawing a bunch of cards. If you ideally sequence with Gear in hand, then you're probably fine. Because you go concealed cards, Comfey maybe, and then you Colress, and then you Gear. So you're seeing 15 cards. If you're seeing your opening hand, plus draw for turn, if you're seeing 23 cards and you're not hitting Colress, you are just unlucky. You're seeing a third of your deck without hitting a card that has 4 copies.
I still hate Pokegear.
Like, how? Literally, how can you hate a card that just makes you have an insane deck to hit?
Did you know that Pokegear actually says look at the top 7 cards of your deck and then shuffle them into your deck?
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I just think like I'd rather play like...
Have you ever tried double Gear in Tina?
I have played Gear before.
Okay, that's fair.
I would prefer... I don't mind 1 Gear, but I think 2 Gear... I would play 4th Nest Ball over 2 Gear. But that's just min-maxing. I like to like make my lists like the way I like them. But yeah.
That's true. Also, I like that there's more direct switches than ropes.
Yes, but I still think 4 switch card would be better here.
I've heard from some people that 1 switch is good. So maybe I would play 1
3 switch card.
Cart
is just
cart is so good.
You're just like so advantageous
my
to like
list plays
other mirrors and stuff.
Yeah. My Tina list plays 4 cart, 2 rope.
Yeah,
I'd probably cut it.
Maybe do 4 cart, switch. 1 switch, 1 rope. Yeah, I'd also maybe prefer more switch cards over Gears.
Gear is such an insane card. Like, whenever I play gear in Lost Box, I'm just like, yo, I hit a Colress, let's go.
Yeah,
Because you just never miss it.
Tina's good. We had another Tina mirror. I just want to see, like, comparing these. Samuel Huff, this guy's a homie. This is the guy that I thought was my main enemy in Portland last year because he had the broken Staplezard list.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah, this is the guy.
Bro, he always cooks at Portland.
I know. But he also played...
He played Team Devo. So
interesting.
Again. 4-path.
Yeah, so Sam Huff...
2 gear again. There's literally no way that you're denying that 2 gear is good when it came finals. 2 lists play 2 gears.
I don't know. I would rather play 4 Nest Ball than 2 gear.
That's so whack, dude. That's just so weird.
This is
also
also playing 5 switch cards.
Your list is inherently less consistent than other lists, and your Colress, and that you kind of compensate for that for having 6 ways of finding Colress rather than 4.
I don't know, man. Nest Ball finds a card guaranteed. Pokegear does not.
You're seeing 2 cards. You're seeing 2 cards compared to 7 cards.
We're gonna argue about this like one consistency card change for like the whole podcast at this rate.
Literally,
But anyways,
double gear is so good. I mean, I don't know about double gear, but I know that gear is strong.
Okay. 1 counter catcher, 2 boss again. Devo is interesting.
What do you think that's for? It's for Zard. But
for Zard, you're already fine at a Zard with 4 path. I don't think it really has as much merit.
Like, this list is so tech for Zard. Holy. 4 path, Devo.
Yeah, like 1 Sableye with your Devo seems kind of sus. Like, I get it in Sable Zard because you're playing like 3 Sableye, and when it's like actually your plan.
Yeah, like I get the plan into Zard of just going Sableye everywhere, TM Devo.
Yeah, I don't know. I also prefer the 3 water in
Why?
John's list. I like to have more physical energy.
That's fair.
I find that like
it is a consistency card.
Yeah, you just have more like attach retreat more often. You have attached to Tina V more often. You have concealed cards more often. It's just like playing 14. And you don't have to be like, oh, I lost zoned a water. I can't conceal or I can't Moonlight Shuriken anymore.
That is very annoying. I will give it to you. That is very annoying.
But anyways, yeah, we could talk about these Tina lists forever because there's so many Tina. But we've got Maddox of the Beach Court podcast,
nice.
Friend of the podcast.
Shout out.
Yep. Playing Fusion Mew looks like a pretty
good meta call for this weekend.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we said Fusion Mew was good on the tier list.
Yeah.
Last week, but yeah, this is pretty basic. 1 Judge, 1 Iona, 1 Turo.
I would like to see double Judge.
I feel like the Turo would be better as 2nd Judge, but like you're kind of hedging into maybe like Block Laxibit or something here. 2 Rope, 1 Switch card. I kind of like to look at the switch things because sometimes it's like flip flopped. It's 2 Switch card, 1 Rope. Still playing Choice Belt, which is good. 3 Forest Seal. 1 Lost City I like.
Having Lost City in Mew is so good.
Yeah, I mean...
Because you just Lost City. I don't know.
This slot might be Town Store maybe, but being able to Lost City like the 1 of Roaring Moons and Dex and like...
And the tombs are so
being
nice.
Able to...
Because there's just so many random Mew techs.
Yeah. But I think Fusion Mew at this point is probably the better version of Mew just in the current metagame than Double Turbo. Because Tomb is real, like people are playing Tomb, and then I don't know. The more I play with like the 2 Fusion Energy version of like DT, the more I'm just like, why isn't this just Fusion Mew? You're like
not playing Ice Q.
You're playing half the package.
Ice Q's so good.
Ice Q Block Slider is sick because you can like bring something up if they like have a bad thing in the active, then you can kill the bench. You can snipe their little guys off the bench. So good.
Yeah. Block Slider's such a sick card.
Yep. Block Slider's cool. Good stuff with the Mew. Good job, Maddox. Great job. Great job.
Gardevoir top 4.
It's good to see Guardian top 8. That doesn't always happen. Is this list playing anything wacky? No, playing Jirachi, Cresselia, which I like to see if they're playing both or just 1.
Playing Worker.
I do like Worker. No Palpad though. I don't think Worker's really worth if you're not playing a Palpad.
I think it's just a stadium bump that draws 3.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just like it's kind of just a bad version of a stadium and a bad version of a supporter stapled together. So maybe that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think this card like only really has value if you're playing Palpad.
You could play Palpad Turo in this list and you would just automatically be a Snorlax too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of consistency cards in this deck and I like that. The 2 Fog, 3 Ultra Ball, 4 Level Ball, 4 VIP is a nice split. I mean, I would...
That's a pretty normal amount of consistency cards.
I would feel kind of tempted to cut the Cresselia and something else for Turo Palpad.
We don't cut Cresselia. We cut Jirachi every time before Cresselia.
Bro, you literally hate on that all the time.
What?
Playing Cresselia instead of Jirachi.
I hate on not playing Jirachi. I don't hate on playing Cresselia.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
If I've said that in the past, I change my opinion. Cresselia is needed.
You literally were just saying it today when we were recording a thing for VRS.
I was not dissing it. I literally was mentioning that Caitlyn was not playing Jirachi. How did I diss it? I just stated that was a fact.
I thought you said earlier on in the VRS series that you were like, oh, no Jirachi is like worse than the Lost Box, which is fair. Isn't Cresselia like a Lost Box tech?
Cresselia is just a good attacker.
That's true.
It's good into mirror. Like, you probably lose mirror every time if you're not playing Cress.
True.
Because you can just snipe things through Mana Fee. You just take out basics and stuff, and then it lets you like charge up your brainwaves later. I think Cresselia, if you're picking between Jirachi and Cresselia, you always pick Cresselia because it's like just necessary. But I would be packing Jirachi as a Guardy player because you go from like very favored Tina, very favored Lost Box, very favored, but like you're probably like slightly favored into Ursh even if you're playing this combo.
And you're good into Zard. Like, Guardy just seems like a good deck.
Yeah.
Shout out Braden.
He's putting Guardy. He's not playing Guardy anymore.
Oh, true. He went 5-2-2 at Portland.
He did. But yeah, anything I like double collapse. Like, I like how Caitlin's list in the VRS was playing double collapse.
Double collapse is sick. Double
collapse is so good. VRS series, by the way, if you haven't.
Victory Road series.
Yeah.
Victory Road series on the Lost Mine podcast.
Yeah.
YouTube channel, which has changed the Lost Mine when you hear this, is a tournament series that my mom, not a tournament series, is a tournament my mom ran, and we had my friend Brad recording.
Congrats to Bodie, though, by the way.
Congrats, Bodie.
Was Bodie the senior? Was he seniors last year?
Yes.
Was he like the guy that won a bunch
click his Limitless page.
That won't come up because he's...
Yeah, he won NAIC in seniors last year.
Yeah, nice. Getting his first like big finish in Masters here. Good job, Bodie.
W. Bodie.
Mr. McConney. We love McConney, friend of the podcast.
Skipping Moffat?
Oh, did we? Sorry.
We skipped Moffat.
I'm kind of looking through the boom arm. It's kind of hard to see. Mr. Nicholas Moffat playing Maridon.
WXP share.
Yeah, so we've cut back to the research. I don't know, Judge. No more peonies here. And we're playing Experience Share instead of Bravery Charm, which I kind of like. Back to double Raichus. You can stream Dynamic Sparks a little easier. We have Tapu Koko EX for a bit of Charizard action here, so we can Vengeful Shock into Charizard and hope they don't play Turo.
Yeah, your Zard match is fine.
We're playing Spiritomb for Mew, which I like. And then, I feel like the Mew matchup gets a lot better with Experience Share. Because you can go, like, take a 2-prize knockout, get your 2 energies back in play, or probably just 1, because you're not hitting both EXP Share. And then you can just, like, stream the Dynamic Sparks a lot easier. 2-2 Flaffy is really nice for that.
I was saying that Judge Path Maridon might actually not be bad.
In our post-rotation Maridon list, I'm playing the EXP shares and energy stickers, so we'll see how that goes.
Energy stickers is crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to try that out because
do you play
Flafferton's
Coco?
gone.
Please tell me you play Coco.
I don't think I do.
I think Coco's worth. Like, until people are playing Turo and Zard, it's just worth.
Yeah, we'll see.
Worth.
I haven't tested any games with the deck yet. I was just building lists today because we're planning on doing content with them.
Yeah, and then you played a bunch with the bow.
Yeah, I built a sick Ancient Box deck. Watch out for that deck profile in the next couple days. Built an Ancient Box deck.
He comes out of a cave with a deck.
Yeah, we have a sick intro for this one. We're going to be the funniest channel for Pokemon, by the way.
Our goal, because what we've noticed a lot in the community, is very good players will have not low quality content.
It's just like they don't need to be dumping all the energy into like high quality content because they're good players and people will watch them. And then you have like the less like accomplished players. I don't want to call them bad
because they're pretty good.
That will have to compensate for having less of like a player name by like making their content super pretty and like nice and well produced. But here at the Lost Mine, we're just gonna do both.
We're hoping to do both
because we're both like I don't want to say it, but we're both top players. I think at this point we both have a bit of a reputation. I don't mean to say that in any pretentious manner, but
I think it's fair to say.
I think it is fair to say at this point in our careers as Pokemon players, and we have the ability and time/resources to make like well-edited videos.
Resources
fun
meaning
stuff, funny jokes.
Resources meaning that we literally just have a friend that's like, yeah, if it's an interesting video, I'll just edit your video for free.
Yeah, Brad is helping out with that.
That'd be Brad. Like, he's literally just a lifesaver.
Brad doesn't want to get a shout out, but he's going to get one. And then I've also, like, in the past, dabbled in video editing, so I'm going to try and improve my skills so Brad isn't just doing all of it for us.
Maybe I'll try
and then we're, like, able to do more than just, like, whatever Brad's willing to edit this week kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyways, Moffat's list. EXP shares are cool. Development lets you stream attacks a bit more. This is definitely going to be the wave post rotation because you don't have Fluffy at all anymore. So you're basically just ride or die in generators. So, yeah.
Man, we need another Fluffy reprint.
But yeah, this is probably a little bit more hedged into Charizard because we have Path Judge plus the Coco combos. So, and you're able to attack with Raichu more easily.
I also like that we're not fully giving up the beach card idea.
Yeah, I still like playing beach courts. Plus, having a path bump is cool. But
Arkbox,
Mr. Tran, we have Reggie. We talked about this last week, I think.
Uncius.
Yeah, so we have the Arceus here with the 1/1 Regigigas V-Star. We got Mew-EX, Zacian V, whole litany of attackers here. And we got Jirachi, help protect our bench. The Squovit, a fan favorite.
Such a sick card. We do love this card here at the Lost Mine Pokemon Trading Card Game Podcast.
That's
we love Squovit.
So yeah, I guess the idea behind this is just like a tanky Arceus deck. We have double Sharons, triple boss is a sin, but that's fine, I guess. We have
you have so many things that you want to add, bro.
Not even. I just think you should be playing 4 boss in your Arceus deck.
One judge is also a sin.
Yeah, well, you're just like, it's literally just a Starbirth Force, so you can judge path.
2 jet is also a sin. Isn't it?
I like the jet because it resets Giga Impact on V-Star.
True. Yeah,
it also like shortcuts your Starbirth a little bit. Like if you get double turbo down turn 1, then you can just Starbirth for a jet instead of getting energy plus the escape rope because you need a switch card to bring the Arceus active.
This list is sick. The double Lost Vacuum is just good to ride on.
Yeah, that too. You can bump your own path if you're playing against a path deck, and then also Zacian V is good for like enabling jet as well because you can go attach Nestball for Roar of the Sword, get this, and then the jet is the third energy. You don't even need double turbo.
True. Okay, yeah, no, jet's
and
really
like
good.
Against really aggressive decks, you can also go bench Arceus V, attach to it, get Zacian, get second Arceus V, attach to it. And you could also do that with like Gigas V-Star too. So
I've heard that Makani Angry whacked this weekend.
Oh, you totally do. Yeah. This attack's really good. Like it's part of the deck. Like I've been talking to Stratford about it a couple weeks ago. And yeah, like you.
What does it do again for full?
100 plus 10 for each damage counter, and it's confused. So like, yeah, it has 240 hit points. It's tanky.
That's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, good card. But yeah, this is just the current iteration of Arceus. This crew of Utah homies will just refuse to play anything else for whatever reason. And they've made it into top 8. Makani has been deserving of a top 8 for a while. He goes to most events, is a very strong player.
He top 8'd not that long ago, right?
No, it's just been a while. He's had like a cold streak. He's been whiffing day 2s a lot. Nathan's been like doing better with him than with his own 60s, and it's like I'm just glad Makani got his finish again because he belongs in the top 8. He's a good player.
Makani's a good guy.
Yeah, I like Makani. But anyways, this is the deck. Try it out if you want to play Arceus.
W that. Okay, so next up we have
Azul back in top 8 again
Garcia,
with Charizard.
Griego.
This guy just will not stop top 8ing.
TM Devo.
Yeah, so list changes. Looks like they're playing 6 Fire, 2 Rod, which is kind of sussy baka.
7 Fire, 2 Rod, sick.
Yeah, I think 7 Fire, 1 Rod is better than this. Like, if you prize a couple Fire, like prize 2 Fire, you have 4 Fire in deck. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're not a. How are you ever using Mysterious Tail, bro?
Attach a tree.
I guess so. I like that they've changed to having one of this Charmander because it is good.
Heat Tackle Charmander goes hard against Moon.
Still curious if Ember is really worth instead of Blazing Destruction if we have Vit Band plus Heat Tackle to do the 40. Good Charmeleon, Heat Tackle Charmeleon is the right one. Yeah, this list is pretty similar.
1 Lost City still.
Yeah, I still think this should be 2 City, no Artisan. Devo over Technical Machine Devolution as the mirror tech. It's kind of cool. Might have things like upside.
You mean Devo over Justified Gloves?
Yeah. I don't remember how I said it, but yeah, they're
Devo
playing Devo
over Technical Machine Devolution.
Oh.
That's what you said.
Well, now. Devo over Justified Gloves. So it's kind of like your mirror tech because you can Devo all their stuff. This also maybe has upside into things like maybe Baxcalibur because they only play 3 candies. Maybe you could like catch them lacking with that. I'm not sure. This does seem probably like a better mirror tech than Justified Gloves though. If you want to be like even more tech for mirror.
Yeah.
Plus this is in the post-rotation list I build, by the way, because there is no more gloves. Excuse me.
W.
Yeah, and then they're also they're playing a Switch as well, so they are.
It's kind of nice. I would prefer Turo.
Yeah, I saw someone's tweet. One of the whenever that group, whatever they want to call themselves, like the guys that all play this list together with Azul, they said Switch was better. but I don't really see why.
I mean, Grant Manley's the guy who builds the decks, I've heard.
Is he? That's funny. That makes sense. He's always writing Poke Beach articles and stuff.
And Azul is just the guy who's really good at the decks.
Yep. But yeah, this is the 58, 57 that you'll probably see of Charizard most places. It's kind of just been known as the build to play. And yeah.
W deck.
Let's go back. Who's next? Ian Robb is
Ian
8th place
Bob.
with Mew VMAX.
Being Bob.
The double fusion energy thing that we're talking about that you beat in top 4 in Texas a couple weeks ago. Yeah, just by the way, Lucas is on a first, a second, and a top 8 in a row, so follow the lost mine.
Wow. I've literally only started doing this since I've copied Landen
I
and
think that's really funny. The instant Lucas, the last 3 times is the only times he's ever same 60'd me.
Yeah. And I came second top 8.
Literally. So I think you should
Every
keep
time
doing
before that, he would tell me, "Oh, you should play Arc Flying Pika at NAIC." It won NAIC, and I didn't play it.
And then I told you to play Arc
Flying
Beaver
Pika to Worlds.
It won Worlds. He didn't play.
I was on it until the night before when I was like, I'm just gonna play Palkia. Screw this. So then I went 2-5-1 at World Championships, and then I basically same 60 Landen for Worlds.
I didn't go to Worlds.
Yeah, but you and I were just you were telling me, "Yo, dude, Tina's so good," and I was like, "Yeah, let's play cross switchers."
Yeah, I did shove him the Tina list basically.
Yeah, so same 60 Worlds, 19th.
Yeah. So
when I same 60 Landen, good things happen.
I will say that's one of my strengths as a Pokemon player is I'm usually pretty good at making good deck lists and making them min-maxed and stuff.
Yeah.
But
min-maxing deck lists are so sick, bro. He was 3 Iono over 3 research is probably good.
Yeah, I'm really proud of this Rapid Strike list. I really wish I didn't misplay because I think I would have had a deep run. I was feeling good that day and the list was sick. But it's okay. We got Charlotte and I know I'll do
We
well
have
there.
Charlotte, Knoxville, Vancouver.
Yeah.
But we're not playing Earthsea to Vancouver because Moonlit Hill is insane.
Yeah, I have to test, but I don't think that Guardy is going to be able to lose to Urshifu if you have a literal roaring season.
Bro, what if we just played semis to Vancouver and just had fun?
I'm not playing Simi Sage to a tournament, bro. Yeah, Lucas opened a box yesterday, and I came to his house, and there was just Simi Sages all over the... Oh, I was going to say a bad word. All over the table. So he's going to play everyone at Wiser's. Lucas is going to give you the...
Treasure Chest.
Everyone at Treasure Chest. Lucas is giving you the free buy. He's playing the Simi deck.
I might. Maybe. I don't know. I might cook tonight, play the Simis with a 2-2 Zoroark.
Cook in bed tonight. We're going to sleep after this.
Yeah, bro.
But
That's what
anyways,
I was doing. I was cooking up my chances of top 8ing events.
We're looking
in
at
bed
Ian Robb's list right now.
Bruh, no, Simi's better, bro. There's no way. This list gets clapped. No, this list actually claps Simis. But
everything claps Simi Sage.
I mean, maybe not. You go Simi Sage, Simi Sage, Simi Sage, Simi Sage, 190, 190, 190, 190, and you do win the game that way. But we're just forgetting that Psychic Leap's an attack.
I want everyone in the comments to rate the Simi deck out of 10. So
no, it's sick because the Simi Sage, the grass one, the
Simi
grass
Sage.
Simi. What's the fire one?
Simi Seer.
Simi Seer. That's
Simi Seer, Simi Sage, Simi Poor.
Okay, so Simi Sage. That makes sense because Sage is an herb, and Seer is a cooking method, and Pour is water. So that makes sense. Simi herb. What was it? Simi
I don't know.
Sage.
The grass one, Simi Sage.
Simi Sage is good because you don't take damage from abilities. So you don't even beat Zard because
they just attack with Charmeleon.
You don't even beat Zard, but
I don't think you beat anything with Simis.
you can play a Lost City.
And then
they boss one of the Simis, and you go, oh, but you play Zoroark. And
so I was thinking we talk about the deck list on the screen here.
you play Tomb? That's how you beat this deck. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna hit 5 DT Mews.
Yeah, this is the DT Mew with the Elisa Sparkle, 2 fusion energies. I kind of like this. I kind of don't like it. I think
I'm not gonna play Simis tomorrow. Most likely, I might play Simis.
Bro's not gonna play Simis. No balls. You play
Maybe.
Simis tomorrow.
Bro, what do you mean?
You gotta play Simis and then
go 05 draw.
show us the list on the Twitter next week or on the podcast next week.
I'm down, maybe.
But yeah, so this is the Ian Robb's list. He's playing the 2 fusion
Maybe.
energies and the Elisa Sparkle and the double turbo Mew.
I don't hate this.
Yeah, I think my current Mew list in my box of decks is this kind of style, just because I wanted to beat Tomb with this. Plus, you have like the out of like donking people. I think we talked about this on the pod like a week or two ago. You have the out of like Sparkle, take a knock on a little thing. Plus, you can like hit the 210 like that Mew is supposed to hit with Technoblast, not the -20 because you guys have a double turbo.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a damage buff.
It allows you to be able to KO Zard with double fusion energy 4 tablets.
We're hitting 4 tablets, guys.
Yeah. Easy.
And it's like a different angle of the deck. You can like Psychic Leap with just a Mew V, so you can always make them take the 2 extra prize cards, like make them go to Iono to 1, and it's just like, it's cool. But you should probably just play Fusion Mew if you're going this deep.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to check Carson Washer's Twitter account to see if he posted? Because I know he was playing Mew this time,
not really.
I saw Grabber in his discard pile this weekend, and I was wondering if he was still playing the 2 fusion build.
Maybe we can update that next week, and then the top 16. Do we really want to go? Yeah, sure. Top 16 is like a good placement. I'll just do a quick browse through here.
Because we're really tired. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah, Charizard. This is gonna be maybe this is the shortest episode ever, just under an hour. Playing a Colress, which is interesting. Playing Turo.
The Turo is kind of sick.
Nothing else really.
Wait, can you open it as an image?
Just I always forget to do that.
Well, you literally didn't forget it until just now.
We have Tool Jammer.
Yeah, yippee!
The Band Stadium's art is on 3 Arven is interesting. They cut 4th Arven for a Colress. I don't know. This list just kind of seems like a little bit more scattered than you need to be.
Yeah, I would like to see a town store. Maybe no. What am I saying?
No, I don't know. You don't need a store.
You don't need a town store. There's so much Mew. Oh my gosh. Tina, wow.
Pretty basic.
Woo-hoo.
Tina lost 1 Pokegear. Thank you.
Yippee!
Look at what
4
happened.
Nest Ball. Oh
I've
no.
been
Oh
saying,
no. Oh
I've
no.
been saying
Oh no.
4 Nest Ball.
No.
1 Pokegear. Get out of here.
Aw, they played a 3-cart 1 switch 1 rope, which is sick.
I got Justin Tang here with
Tang.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Justin Tang. Tang. It wasn't the VG guy.
No, it's Tang, not Tang. Different.
Tang.
Not VGC man.
2 Evo TM.
Yeah, I still don't think this deck is great. Like you just lose to this card.
Do you though?
I think so.
I mean, honestly, why isn't Sableside just playing 1 Lost City? Like you can just Lost City the Jirachi. I'm gonna try that maybe.
Do it.
If But why?
Then you can Raihan for it.
Why do you say no balls?
Just because I'm saying do it. Just do it. You say that you're gonna play these things, and then you just never do it.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, Lost City and Sableside just seem so theoretically good to me.
We got 3 Mews in a row here, and then Mew bubble. Oh, Mew is 16th. There was 6 Mews in top 16.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, bring your Charizard.
By the way, we're looking at Halo Bernold 62.
Okay, so this is just like a pretty basic Mew list. No Grabbers. Grabber's gone now.
Grabber is so sick, bro.
So Vance was playing
What was Vance?
same 60 as Ian Robb. Yeah, okay.
Oh, sick.
So we don't need to look at that again. Then we have Mario Martinez with double turbo.
No
with
Grabber.
the same. Oh, no Elisa's, but 2 fusion energy. That's a punt. I think you should play Elisa here.
Yeah, I would play 1 fusion if you're playing this version.
Yeah.
I played against a guy who played the Mew with the 1 fusion energy, and I don't know why I'm singing this song now, but I am.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Fusion energy.
Fusion Mew.
This is just
sick.
like a
basic fusion Mew list.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And then we have a rapid strike enjoyer.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see.
Let's see
Oh,
how-
there's an Irida and an Arven.
Ew.
And why is there an Irida? I mean, I like the 1 TM Devo.
They play counter catcher.
1 Nest Ball.
What is Hisui?
I mean, that's fine. 1 Vessel. 3 Iono. 2 Research.
Okay. I don't like
1
Arven
Minion.
or Irida. I think these cards are both awful. Like,
You
god
could just
awful.
you could just cut Arven and Irida for Earthen Vessel Nest Ball, and then this list would actually be super sick and the only different.
I'd like to try Fish moving forward, maybe.
And double Turo scenario might make it more justifiable.
Yeah, true.
But you also don't hate.
I low key could see 3 Turos in this deck. Turo is so broken.
That's wild.
It's not
you
even
just
that
said
wild.
3 Turo.
I mean, 2 Turo, 1 Luminion's probably fine.
Oh, there's no Tomb in this list.
Oh yeah, play Tomb.
I mean, yeah, I would just cut Irida, Arven, Hisui for Nest Ball, Vessel, Tomb, and then this is a good list.
Yeah, these search cards, I like. This is my personal opinion, obviously. But these search cards, I swear, are just worse than playing a draw supporter. Like, any turn you play Arven or Irida, that could just be like a Research or an Iono or a Karina or even a Melanie to draw 3. It's just like, yeah, do that. Like, this deck needs to build a hand, and if you're just like
no 70 HP
diddling
Remoraid.
around and getting an item and a tool off your Arvin, you're just getting cheesed, bro.
No
You're not
70
drawing any
HP
cards.
Remoraid makes me sad.
I mean,
Makes
we
me
played
cry.
60 HP Remoraid.
Well,
and-
that's because we played Phalanx.
yeah, literally the only reason I want to cut Phalanx is to play 70 HP Remoraids.
That's fair. Because 70 HP Remoraids are so sick.
Yeah. Anyways, and then our rounding out the top 16, another Mew.
Another Mew, Terrence Miller.
the homie. Terrence Miller's cool.
One fusion energy. This is the build that I was talking about. Penny. There was a Penny.
Yeah, I can kind of see the logic with
Two
Penny,
Feather Ball.
because we're going like Penny, pick up the fusion, put it on a different Genesect, but like Turo's just better, right? Like you can actually heal the Mew.
Yeah.
Like how often are you actually gonna pick up your one fusion energy Genesect, use it again against the tomb? Like
some amount.
an amount of times, but I think the amount of times that Turo heals a damaged Mew VMAX is probably higher than the amount of times you pick up the fusion energy off your Genesect.
I would also like to see cutting Feather Ball for second nest. I don't know if I'm dumb, but
what?
Would I? It's dumb.
Two feather is like most lists play one feather, one Hisui, one nest. Two feathers is like an increase in consistency cards, which is fine. True. I always love increased consistency.
Horn is kind of cool.
Yeah, like Horn's been in Mew, but like
it was cut.
Basic 220 hit pointers are just going down and down and down. So like Horn has just kind of got less value as we lost V's being playable more and more. But like Horn is always fine. Like it's like gets back Squawk or Fish or whatever.
Yeah.
Mew's just kind of gone down more like of a disruptive game plan than like a super aggressive one like it used to be, just like a chase 2/2/2 and you don't need to do anything else. But now we're like trying to judge path people and stuff. So obviously still trying to chase 2/2/2, but it's less of like a super aggressive thing. It's like a disruptive and aggressive at the same time. But I wouldn't fault you for playing Horn.
Yeah, Horn's a cool card.
But yeah, I think that rounds out the top 16.
I want to check out Hale overall.
Lucas wanted to check out Hale's list, wherever that one was. How low?
20th.
20th, okay.
I think this list is very... so maybe we check out the Arc Superior. This list is sick. So, this list was made to beat Tina, and it's less consistent than regular Control because of the Radiant Zard and the Chi-Yu. But Radiant Zard, Chi-Yu, 3 fire energy, it gives you an amount of options into Tina. It's still a weird matchup from what I've heard, but it makes it like decent. You play the Raihan, the Basin, Fire Energies, DTEs, Defiance Band, Clara. One of my friends is like best friends with Hale, so Hale was messaging him, and he apparently has won games off of taking prize cards.
Oh yeah, totally. That's what I was thinking about this too. Is like this is probably how you play best of one Control, because like once you have the game kind of on lock, like obviously you have to break lock to start attacking with Charizard and like let them take prizes. But like once they're kind of like been Misfortune Sistered out of all their things, you've like Sydney, you've like Erica's.
There is no Misfortune Sisters in this list.
Oh well, never mind. And you've kind of just like you get to a point of Control where they're kind of just like not doing much because you've controlled them. And then that point you could just start looping Combustion Blast. If they don't KO it, you could just go Penny, put up Pidgeot, bench it, attach, retreat back into it, 250 again. So like you could actually just like close the game in like 4 or 5 turns with just Combustion Blast, Combustion Blast, Combustion Blast, Combustion Blast. And then like also you have the Chi-Yu to do the 2 mil like Crab. I've always kind of thought if you're playing Crab or Chi-Yu is better because you had 1 retreat. And then being able to attack.
You have more HP in Sealstone with Crab, but Basin Fire Energies is nice.
Yeah, being able to Basin Fires, and then 1 retreat is like quite relevant. And then also like in the past, it was like your attacking presence, so you could like kill a Skwovet when that was popular, or kill a
Minior.
Yeah. Not that Minior even does like absolutely anything, but
yeah, Minior actually does not do that much.
And then we're still seeing the Mawile. I think if you're playing this many energies, and yeah, I think the Mawile is probably better than second Snorlax.
Mawile's so gush.
Yeah, it's good because it doesn't let you boss out of the lock. Snorlax lets you just boss. Like you're always having Pidgeot or Rotom on the bench, so like Snorlax probably does not feel very good at all in this list. We see Hale only playing strong. 1. So yeah, this is more of just like a Control deck than like block lax at all anymore. It literally puts 1 Snorlax. So
it's so sick. Like this new era of Control is very, very cool. I'm very happy with these.
Lucas is a Control fiend, bro.
Luxray V is sick. Radiant Zard, Chi-Yu, Mawile, Snorlax, Mimikyu,
Yeah, you
so
got all
many
this
things.
stuff. Three counter catcher is maybe less than last time. I don't remember.
It is 4 was played. Do you want to check out the Arc Superior and then we go to bed? Because it's 1:15 in the morning. It's right there. It's go down.
I'm scrolling the wrong way.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Manuel Soto. People getting Arceus Clout free.
W list.
This list is whack. I hate it.
Why?
Superior V-Star does 190 damage. Arceus does 200, and Slacking V is dog water.
Why?
Just it's 260. It's not enough.
That's so good.
And like, I guess the only thing you're 280ing really anymore that's relevant is Tina V-Star. So I guess you're setting this up, but you're still losing to Tina with this list because they're just gonna path you. We're not playing any path bumps.
Superior is good. Like Superior, you just slack Zard. You schlack Zard with this list.
Sure, you slack Zard, but like, you should not be losing to Tina in this economy.
I think it's fine. You
I
go
think
V-Guard.
my opinion on this deck is there's absolutely no reason to play this over Makani's list.
I disagree.
Tell me why this is better than playing Makani.
Superior just one shots.
You already beat Zard though with that deck because you have Charen and you just Charen loop them. You out heal them and then you can just go.
I could see. Sorry, you use heal and just try to out tank.
Yeah, like when you played Arc Dura to Toronto, like we had a Zard matchup that was good. You're playing 4 path. You're path judging. If they pass the path judge pat, where are we going?
Oh, I didn't mean to click tournaments.
You're playing double Charen, so you can heal out of it, and then you're like bossing and just setting up Charizards with damage, basically.
Yeah.
And then once you've loaded up enough damage on their board, you can start taking prize cards, and then it doesn't matter. They can OHKO you because you've been like healing damage up and bossing things progressively. So then you can just go KO in a row.
I was thinking this list would also make sense to me to just play Leafeon V-Star instead of Regigigas V-Star.
No.
Because Regigigas is tanky, but Leafeon literally just goes KO.
Okay, but Regigigas has more like things to do. Like it's also charitable. It has 300 hit points. It hits 230.
Oh, it's charitable too.
Yeah, it hits 230. The basic has an Angry Whack and 240 hit points. I know Nathan was telling me this was like initially a tech for Roaring Moon, because you just have Gigas down. They can't KO it. They have to Frenzy Gouging the Gigas, and then you're not behind on prize cards because they had degouging to start, and they don't get a free 220 knockout.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is just the Arceus deck you should be playing. Arc Superior's whack. Arctina's whack.
This is cool.
This is the only like reasonable. I trust the Utah guys to be playing the best Arceus deck because they're literally the only reason the Arceus still has CP earned. So
that's true.
So maybe people start playing Arceus again. I doubt it. I still think you're coping by playing this a little bit.
Hey man, why? It literally just beats everything, kind of. You just make them go through a Requiem. Oh my gosh! Wait, no, it doesn't even. Why are we not playing V-Guard?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't need to talk about this anymore. We talked about this already.
I want V-Guard, man. V-Guard just makes you...
This has been the Portland Regional Championships.
V-Guard is so good. It just makes you Requiem, and then you Gigas V-Star, and then it go, haha, dead Tina, let's go, no more Antimatter God, haha, hee hee, hoo hoo.
I'm gonna put Lucas to bed, guys.
I'm so tired.
He's getting a little kooky. So Lucas, do you have anything else to say about Portland, our new cards today, our sequencing segment, or you thinking you could get up in under 5 hours?
No, I don't.
Lucas was trying to convince me he wanted to wake up at 6 a.m. in less than 5 hours to test post-rotation decks.
I want to do it, but I'm not gonna do it.
No, he's not gonna do it.
What time are you leaving tomorrow?
I don't know, probably like 8. I'm driving to Salmon Arm in the morning. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm driving into the interior of British Columbia to see my great grandparents.
Leaking your location. Wow. Sequence segment was cool.
Yeah.
Zard is cool. I like the play that I did. Shout out to Halo Renault. Your control lists are super sick.
He could be like 156th place and you still want to see his list.
Yeah. It's like, I don't care how badly Sander does, bro. I'm going to see his list.
Okay.
The Dunsparce is funny. What's the card called that's just Manaphy and Jirachi?
Robska.
Cool card.
Mid card.
Biscuit's good. Mist Energy's good. Supply bad.
So yeah, Lucas, I'll do the outro for us. How about that?
Cool.
So this has been episode 11 of the Lost Mine podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Please leave a like, a share, a comment, a 5-star review, all the fun stuff. Subscribe and follow. And yeah, this has been the Lost Mind Podcast. It's been Landen and Lucas. We will see you all next week and in our other contents. Bye for now.
Bye.